And now, your first Alert 5 weather.
Today, we knew it was going to be a hot one out there. We talked about some of the danger of heat stroke, heat exhaustion within our first weather hit of the lunch hour here, but I think hot car danger is another very important story. On a 90-degree day, within 15 minutes, the car heats over 100. Within 30 minutes, the car heats to 120 degrees. Within an hour, your car is heating over 133 degrees. Now, with a good, strong southern Colorado sunny day, and maybe if you have a black car with that darker interior, I mean, at least 130, it can get a little hotter on the inside. And we've had so far this year 2 hot car-related deaths with small children, so of course we never want any more of that. So always take a look behind when you're going somewhere, even if it's just a quick step out of the car. Smoke is going to be another issue today. We saw it fairly thick against the mountains through the morning, and with some of the heat, ozone, and air quality were on our minds at least. We know that through the day, southerly winds will actually blow some of the heaviest smoke out into northern Colorado, but the Wildfire, the Calf Canyon fire in northern New Mexico, this thing is going to keep sending smoke up across the Front Range and our southern mountains. Overnight through tomorrow morning, the smoke is going to get eaten up by some of the rain out west just a little bit, but I think the takeaway is hazy skies against the mountains. Well, that's going to be around for the next several days, or at least until some of those fires are under control. Doesn't look like anytime soon for that fire in northern New Mexico. High temperatures today are going into the 90s and the triple digits. A lot of these values going to be felt a little bit better through the end of the day. So by the time we get to 4 or 5 o'clock, we should hit our maximum temperatures. And we're hoping for a little bit of relief, not only from rain, at least from cloud cover and temperatures. I think we'll get that. High temperatures sliding back to the 80s as we go from Saturday, Sunday into Monday. And Pueblo will be in the 90s out through the end of the week and start of this week, or really into the weekend start of this next week. Clouds are going to help us out through the end of the day. Let's talk about rain. What's our rain potential here? Well, along the Front Range, decent over the mountains themselves, but the interstate, not so much. This monsoonal setup is really going to favor the southern mountains well, the San Juans, and back to the Continental Divide and towards Crested Butte. But because the winds are more southerly and not really moving out of the west, we're not going to get much to happen here locally on the interstate. Newer models are trying to suggest weak little thunderstorms can make it to I-25. I just don't buy that. I think that Teller in northern Fremont County could get a little bit of rain. Overnight, there would be more storms on the west side of the San Luis Valley. We start Saturday pretty dry, but then mountain storms make their way back through the daytime. It brings us into the 7-day where I got to say, tomorrow afternoon, there's a chance of some rainfall there. Sunday, we would see a chance during the afternoon, and Monday and Tuesday, those chances go down a little bit, but we do get just a scotch cooler side, so we're a little bit cooler into the start of next week. Pueblo, 90s coming our way through the next few days, which, hey, it's better than 100, but it's still a hot one out there. And we're in the 80s on Tuesday. That's about the coolest day of this week. Kind of in that time of year, Pueblo, where upper 80s are your cool down day. 90s here on out. Canyon City, more storm chances, and we're going to see 80s into the start of next week. And finally, Woodland Park in the 70s through the next 7 days or so. A lot of rain chances in Teller County, so hopefully we get some moisture.